That was an absolute disaster! The nerve of that stallion! Royal pain? Honestly, who does he think he is? Either way, he will be hearing from my dry cleaner. He sure is elusive when it comes to taking responsibility for staining my dress. Just like chivalry, my patience is gone. Great, I'm gonna be smelling like apple tart all evening. Getting frosting out of my mane is going to be a nightmare. Worst night ever. Forget it. Do you mind? Honestly, pick a lavatory and go in it.
Lavatory? Oh, no. I don't need to use the toilet. Now, you do realize you're supposed to eat the cake, not, well, wear it.
What are you doing in the washroom?
Pest control. By the looks of it, you aren't the source of the problem. Though, wearing all that sugar, you will be prone to ants. Unfortunate, really. On the bright side, you at least smell delicious.
Can you please stop commenting on the cake?
Marco?
I don't think you should be expecting a response from the faucet drain.
You're right. Perhaps peekaboo will be a bit more effective. Peekaboo!
I swear, coming to the gala used to mean something. Now it seems Solaris will just let any common pony in.
Don't get your corsage in a twist, darling. My very capable compatriot and I are taking care of this issue. Leave it to the professionals, and please, go back to staring at your reflection and making meaningless small talk with even smaller sandwiches.
Excuse me?
That's what you aristocratic types do, is it not? I'd add rubbing elbows, but that makes me uncomfortable.
I am a princess, thank you.
What are you a princess of? Princess of being annoying in the bathroom all covered in cake? If so, you are doing a fantastic job, princess. Now, shh.
Well, I never.
Shush!
Did you just shush me?
Shush!
You're the one expecting a response from the drain, and you're shushing me? I am Princess Bluebelle, niece of Prince Solaris. Who do you think you are shushing me?
I am the doctor, and I ask so politely, will you be quiet? Your constant need to talk is getting infuriating, so do me and every pony else a favor and shut up. I barely even want to hear you breathing right now.
Doctor!
Well, I'd love to chat more, really. But I have to see what mess my compatriot has gotten himself into now.
Commoners. This cake is never coming out.
Roseluck, what you doing up there?
I saw it up in the rafters. I went to check, but it got away, and I forgot I'm scared of heights.
Use the same way you used to get up? Down.
Yeah, that's not happening.
How did you get up there?
Remember that pink pony and his confetti cannon? He left it here, and, well...
You shot yourself out of a cannon.
I had to think fast to get up here quickly. I couldn't take the time to find a ladder or a rope, and it was convenient. Can you please get me down? Ponies are staring.
'Cause you look like a Winnie. You really surprise me some days, Rose. I have an idea. Hang on, Petals.
I don't plan on doing anything else. Just please don't leave. And there she goes. Oh, hello there, little guy. Hey, I don't suppose you have a safe way to get down, do you? hey, that tickles. Oh no, I don't need help being pulled up. I need down. Whoa! Hey, don't push me. I said safely. This isn't safe. Wait. Ah! Ow.
That's it. I quit. First it was the pony poker, Then animals stormed the castle. Now stallions are falling from the rafters on my solos. A pianist can only take so much in one night. Play at the Grand Galloping Gala, they said. Easy gig, they said. Oh, never have I witnessed such disgrace for the arts. Oh, never have I been this embarrassed. Never coming back here. Never. You can all go to the Barnyard's campus as much as I care.
Well, this wouldn't be the first time a pianist has quit in my presence. Oh, Rose! Look. Looks like the strings caught your fall.
What, huh?
Usually the piano falls on you in these sorts of scenarios. From the sound of it, you made a major entrance.
You done?
What can I say? You landed on the keys to success. Okay, now I'm done. With you coming down on your own, I don't need this anymore.
Need what? Ah! A saw? Your big idea was to use a saw!
Yes, I was going to use a saw. Besides, darling, I never said it was a good idea. Just an idea.
So it was easier to find a saw? Rather than finding a wonderbolt? Wait, you're a unicorn! You could have even used magic! You had so many other and easier—
Yes. But this isn't really an important conversation currently. Did you see where it went?
No, it just poofed.
It poofed. Fascinating. This hob is becoming more and more of a problem. Oh, this is so exciting.
And you wonder why I can't tell when you're being serious.
Not now, Petals.
Why is no pony reacting to it?
Its camouflage makes it unnoticeable to the naked eye.
Well, why can I see it just fine?
You're a time traveler, your perception changes, and you notice more than you used to. Hobs typically have a camouflage feature that make it both invisible and unnoticeable. It's very similar to the TARDIS's perception filters.
What?
I'll explain later, Petals.
Alright, well, if it poofs and we're the only ones who can see it, what's the plan?
Easy. Don't have one.
How do we not have a plan?
I work better under pressure. In the meantime, we stop looking where it could be and begin working on where it will be.
I don't follow.
You're a smart lad. Answer me this. Why is it at the gala?
It likes fancy food?
Think a little more about your company.
You?
No. More obtuse.
Obtuse?
Broader. More generalized. While you simmer on that. Oh, waiter!
The ponies?
Warmer. It has something to do with the ponies around us.
Hello, miss. Would you care for a glass?
Of course. Thank you, sir. Now, if I may be so bold to ask, who's the special guest I should become acquainted with?
Oh, well, that information is more on a need-to-know basis.
I can make it ever so worth your while.
Oh, well, yeah, it doesn't hurt to tell one pony, I guess. The prince invited his most gifted student to this year's gala, Sir Dusk Shine, I believe. A talented young fellow, a prodigy, honestly.
The dancing?
Colder, darling. Where might he frequent?
Sadly, with the animals being let loose in the dancing hall and the cake explosion, Sir Dusk Shine and his entourage left the gala early, with a disclosure from the prince himself.
That is unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed.
I'm terribly sorry, ma'am. This evening's gala has been a series of unfortunate events, though it has made it more entertaining.
Thank you for your time, good sir. And please, accept a tip for your troubles. Ta-ta!
Thank you, ma'am. Very, very generous. We could go out for a drink or two?
Yes, yes, yes. Carry on. So, figure it out, Petals?
You got a glass of wine? Now? And what was that?
There is always time for wine, and that, my dear Petal, was feminine charm. Typically, lips are looser when you use it.
All right. Well, if it's not the dancing and it's not the...
Oh, dear Solaris, what is this?
wine.
No, that can't be wine. Could be cheap wine at the very least, but I've had wine a plethora of times in my lives. I'm no spring chicken when it comes to fermented grapes, you know. This is not wine. It can't be. Here, you try it. Tell me I'm wrong.
Well, it smells like wine. Tastes like it, too.
Impossible. Let me try it again. God, I can't believe it. I don't like wine.
Well, I'm sure you can just dump it out if you're not gonna...
No,
Doctor, you're just going to collect bugs with it.
I don't care. I still like the look of me holding it. Makes me feel sophisticated.
I'll never understand. Wait! That's what it is, isn't it? The sophistication!
Bingo! Its mischievous nature can't help but cause problems for those snobbish types. I suspect our little friend is responsible for the early departure of Dusk Shadow.
All right, well, how do we catch it if it can just poof away? How can
Easy. We find the next snootiest of ponies.
And how do we determine who the snootiest pony is here?
Only way to find out is to mingle. Time to blend in, Petal.
Ugh, my face is so sore from all this smiling, and my pack is killing me with all this curtsying. Pish Posh's grip on that hoof shake was aggressively strong, despite her age. Out here, it is calm. At least in the courtyard, I can have a few moments to myself.
Oh! Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Who are you?
Oh, just a guest at the gala, like you. Needed a bit of fresh air. It gets a bit stuffy in there, doesn't it?
You have no idea. These events are supposed to be elegant and refined, but tonight has been nothing short of a disaster.
Yeah, it's been a wild night. Very rough night.
Rough? It's been a nightmare. Nothing seems to be going right. A stallion threw a cake on me, and a mare shushed me in the powder room like I was the annoying one. I don't even know why I bother sometimes. These events, they're all the same. So much pretense, so little substance.
Seems like you needed to get that off your chest. I can't imagine keeping up a facade 24/7.
A facade? You think this is a facade?
Isn't it? I don't think you'd complain like this if you didn't. You seem different out here. More real, if you don't mind my saying.
Being a princess, there's always this pressure to be perfect, to never show weakness, even when everything is falling apart.
Trying to be perfect, it sounds lonely.
It is. Sometimes I just wish I could be like every pony else, just for one night. Be able to show imperfections, just talk to some pony with no titles, no expectations attached, where there's nothing to lose.
You know, out here under the stars, you can be whoever you want to be. No one's watching, no one's judging.
You're right. Maybe I should take advantage of this. Just for a little while.
How's about we take a walk? Enjoy the garden. No titles, no expectations, just two ponies enjoying a beautiful night.
I like that. Thank you.
So, what do you enjoy doing when you're not being a princess?
I love stargazing. There's something so calming about the night sky. The way the stars sparkle, it makes me feel small, but in a good way. Like my problems aren't as big as they seem.
I understand that feeling more than you think. There's a beauty in the simplicity of it, isn't there? They just are.
Yes, it's a reminder that there's so much more out there, beyond any little worries or troubles. What about you?
I feel the same way about gardening, funnily enough. There's something incredibly satisfying about watching it grow and flourish. It's a quiet kind of magic, I suppose.
Gardening? I can see why you're out here then.
Yeah, it's my own little escape.
It's nice to meet some pony who understands. I don't even know why I'm telling you this.
Sometimes we all just need a stranger to talk to.
You're right. And I think tonight I needed that more than ever. What was that?
Trouble.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Stuck at the landing.
Just another day closer to retirement. Sweep the dirt away, that's my job, and I'm okay. Don't hate this at all, please just step out.
The ice sculpture. It's
Ice cubes!
Hello there, Petals. Took you long enough. Almost getting crushed by a pretentious ice sculpture was not on my bingo card. You!
Doctor, what are you doing?
You're right, Rose. It is a slippery little bugger. Especially when it's climbing on ice.
what happened?
Oh, Princess Blue Smell. Just the pony I need.
Princess Bluebelle.
I know what I said.
Do you know each other?
Remember the mare that shushed me?
I wouldn't have shushed you if you'd just simply shut up.
Yep, that sounds like the doctor. Okay, gonna push past that interaction.
It's fine. I'm willing to push past my pride for the plan.
Plan for what?
Have you wondered why tonight is so unfortunate? From the animals being loose in the gala to the ice sculpture taking a plunge.
I just figured it was bad luck.
Horribly unfortunate luck. However, it's not just a play on the fates, but little Hobgoblin scampering around causing problems for you prissy types.
A hobgoblin? Here? I've read about them before, but I thought they didn't come this far into the pony civilization, especially in the mountains.
Huh, didn't know you could do that.
What?
Read. Thought you had ponies for that.
Doctor.
Sorry, I'll play nice. Princess Bluebelle, we need your help to catch this. How good are you at being bait?
I beg your pardon?
Perfect.
So, what's the plan?
Well, while you were out doing whatever you were doing, I figured out its poofing, and the camouflage it has is purely magic-based. So I did some snooping in the Canterlot confiscation box, and I found this.
You what? What is that?
Anti-magic containment field.
Yes, once a magical being is stuck in here, it can't get out on its own.
A prohibited item?
Only when you don't know how to use it. Besides, it's only 12 inches tall.
That doesn't stop it from being illegal.
The plan is, once Bluebelle is in position and draws attention to herself, the Hob will do what's in his mischievous nature. Then Rose and I will simply nab it. Easy as pie.
Wait, I never agreed to.
Do you want to put an end to this night?
Yes, but
Then we need your help to stop this.
You'll be okay, Bluebelle.
All right. How can I help?
Just be you. First, though, we need you to be able to see the hob.
Oh, right. It's invisible for you.
Here,
Ew, what are those?
special sunglasses. They'll help you see.
Those are atrocious. I would rather die than be caught dead in.
It's either you suck it up and wear them, or we'll have to take alternate methods.
Alternative methods?
It involves a step-by-step procedure, including, as the young ones typically say, hocking a loogie.
Ew, what?
Your choice.
Rose, did she... to you?
Actually, did it? Ow! Sorry, I'm not allowed to answer that.
Fine, give me those. Tonight can't get any worse.
Don't worry, darling. Just go out there and be yourself. We will handle the rest.
Smile and wave. Nothing's wrong. Nothing at all.
Perfect. While she's off doing that, positions, Petals.
What positions? We never discussed.
No time to explain. Chop chop.
Lord Silverhoof, it's been far too long. How have you been?
Princess Bluebelle, always a delight to see you. I've been quite well, thank you. And yourself?
Quite well, thank you. And you, Lady Glimmering, have you been keeping busy?
Oh, absolutely! Have you heard about the new art exhibition at the Royal Gallery? They've acquired several pieces from Saddle Arabia. Simply exquisite.
Yes, I've heard. I'm looking forward to attending. Art from Saddle Arabia always has such a unique flair.
Speaking of flair, have you seen the latest fashion line from Canterlot Couture? Their gowns this season are absolutely divine. You must visit their boutique.
I will certainly make a point of it. Fashion is ever evolving, and Canterlot Couture rarely disappoints.
Princess, I must commend you on handling that dreadful cake incident with such poise. Those stallions really need to learn some manners.
Yes, it was quite an unexpected turn of events, but one must always maintain composure, even in the face of frosting.
Your grace under pressure is truly admirable.
What is she doing?
Talking.
No, she's being pleasant.
What?
She's acting too not, well, herself. At this rate, the hob won't do anything and we'll just be wasting our time.
Doctor, what if you judged her too quickly? Maybe she's not what you think she is. Maybe.
Nonsense, Petal. If you need a job done right, you have to do it yourself. Watch and see a professional at work.
Doctor, get back here! She never listens to me anymore. It's like talking to a wall.
And then, if you can believe
Are you okay, miss?
it, some pony get me a servant quickly before it stains. Worst night ever.
Oh, Princess, it was an accident.
Doctor, you did this?
How clumsy of me. I am so sorry. It is such a shame. Wine stains are so much harder to get out than frosting.
Sorry? You're sorry? This dress is ruined. Do you have any idea?
Princess, it's just a dress. Worst comes to it, magic can
I
just...
am soaked. You've made a mess of everything. My dress, my evening, and my patience.
Bluebelle, I understand you're upset, but this is about more than a dress. We're trying to stop
I've never in my life been so disrespected by one pony as much as you've disrespected me tonight. Now you're dumping a full glass of red wine all over. It's not just a dress, Doctor. It's a symbol of my dignity and the respect I deserve. You've made a mockery of me in front of every pony here.
We're dealing with a hobgoblin tonight. If we don't
No,
catch
you
this,
don't understand. You come in here, causing me nothing but strife, then you expect me to just accept that you know why I'm upset?
You agreed to be the bait, to help us catch the hob. You weren't enough of a spoiled brat for it to appear, so I'm doing what I have to. That way we can just leave. I don't want to be here any more than you want me. You think I want to be kissing some silver spoon princess's hooves all night? I have a job to do.
Oh, of course. Blame it on the Hobgoblin. I just wanted tonight to be perfect. Show everybody that I am perfect. Instead, I've been humiliated.
Gotcha!
Well done, Petals. You caught it. Watch your profanity, darling. You almost got away, didn't you? Clever, but not clever enough. Time to take you back to the Xtraflux.
There. You caught it.
That was easier than I expected it to be. You sure it can't escape?
Affirmative. Now, we best get a move on if we want to be gone before midnight.
Best make haste then.
Indeed. Come along, Rose.
Bluebelle, I am so sorry about your dress.
It's honestly not fine, but this was all part of your plan. You did what you needed to do. Used me to get the Hobgoblin. Congrats.
No, I didn't mean for this
Just go. I've heard enough tonight.
All right. See you later, princess.
Took you long enough. Thought you might have gotten lost.
I thought getting lost was your thing.
Excuse me. I don't get lost. Just temporarily and temporally misplaced. Now, speaking of misplaced, do you remember where I parked the TARDIS?
Mm-hmm. It's down this way.
See, I keep you around for a reason. Something on your mind, Petal?
The way you treated her. That wasn't right. She's a pony with feelings, not some tool.
Who? Blue Smell. She did what we needed.
Bluebelle. When did you become so shallow?
Shallow? I was being practical. We had a job to do, and it got done.
You didn't even try. She just wanted to be seen, to be appreciated.
And we appreciated her by catching the Hobgoblin. Everyone has their part to play.
That's not the same, Doctor. You can't just use ponies like that.
I prioritized the mission. Now, can we stop talking about some mare we probably won't see again? Call it a night? This corset is getting a little restricting.
Yeah, we need to get this little guy home. Having trouble?
Oh, not now. Come on. Open up. Open. I am not playing this game with you. Come on. Fine. Roseluck, I am sorry that I treated you and Bluebelle poorly and did not consider her feelings.
Thank you, Doctor.
I said sorry.
The TARDIS acting out again?
Unfortunately.
Let me try something. You're always too rough with the door. Easy. Just a gentle push.
Why does it always open for you?
Just luck.
What would be lucky is if we could get the deposit back for that suit.
At least I'm able to enjoy a nice hot shower in peace. In the morning, I'll ask one of the servants to pick up some stain remover, if I have any luck getting these stains out of my coat. That mare forgot to grab these wretched sunglasses. I hope she doesn't miss them. I don't want to cross paths with her again. Maybe I can find at least one outfit that could go with these. A little side project. Tonight was exhausting. At least out here it's calming. Well, that's something you don't see every day.